You thought you knew how to get through TSA in 2025? Think again. The system you've been used to, taking off your shoes, pulling out your laptop, handing over your ID, is being replaced faster than most travelers realize. 5 major changes are rolling out right now across US airports, and they're not optional. New automated lanes, facial recognition systems, digital IDs, self-checkout screening, and scanners that can read the inside of your bag in 3D are shifting everything. It's not about staying ahead anymore, it's about not falling behind. Miss one of these updates and you could end up in the wrong line, flagged for secondary inspection, or worse, missing your flight while trying to figure out how the new lanes work. If you plan to fly even once this year, don't skip this. This is where smart travelers stop guessing and start navigating the system like they were born for it. Subscribe now or get left explaining to TSA why your bag is on the wrong rail. Most people walk into an airport thinking it's going to be the same routine they've done for years. But that mindset is exactly why so many travelers are getting tripped up at the first checkpoint. I've just gone through 2 of the busiest airports testing these new systems myself. What I saw wasn't a minor tweak, it was a quiet overhaul, and almost no one was ready for it. This isn't about guessing which line moves faster or packing your toiletries a certain way. This is a complete shift in how airports handle identity, movement, and trust. It's not a press release, it's not a headline, it's what's actually happening in real time while most travelers are focused on finding their gate. Airlines won't walk you through any of this because, frankly, it's not their job. But the moment you reach the security line, it becomes your problem. That's why this isn't a PSA. This is a travel masterclass. The information people don't talk about because they assume you'll figure it out while you're under pressure. But smart travelers don't leave it to chance. They prepare. And once you understand what's changing, you'll move through TSA faster, cleaner, and more confidently than 90% of people around you without rushing, fumbling, or getting flagged. Most travelers don't realize TSA lanes have changed until they're already standing in one, confused with people behind them getting impatient. These new automated screening lanes, or ASLs, aren't just upgrades, they're entire system overhauls designed to increase speed by nearly 40%. But that number only applies if you know exactly how to move through them. What used to be a single bin station is now a multi-user setup with a dual conveyor system and parallel processing. It sounds efficient, and it is, but only if you understand how to operate it. The bins aren't sitting in plain sight anymore. They're under the table. You reach below, grab one, and begin. And this is where most people already lose time. You're expected to move fast, but with precision. Larger electronics like laptops or tablets still come out. Liquids, shoes, jackets, all the standard removals still apply if you don't have pre-check. And here's something almost no one talks about. Your carry-on needs to go inside a bin now. No more just placing it on the belt. If you skip that, it triggers a flag. You're pulled, your bag is delayed, and you're suddenly explaining why your roller didn't make it into a tray. Now, here's a move that separates experienced travelers from the rest. When you're loading your items, place them in reverse order of how you want to put them back on. Shoes going first, then your belt or jacket, then your laptop, and finally your bag. That way, when they roll out the other side, you're not fumbling. You're rebuilding your outfit and gear with ease while others are still trying to find their phone. If none of this sounds familiar, just imagine being the person holding up the line because you didn't realize the bins were under the table. That's avoidable, and it starts with simply knowing how the system works before you get to the front. Imagine this. You walk into the TSA checkpoint, and there's no agent reaching for your ID, no small talk, no scanner held up to your face. Instead, you're the one doing the scanning. Your ID, your boarding pass, your decisions. It feels like self-checkout at the grocery store, but now you're clearing security to board a plane. It's called self-screening, and it's not theoretical. It's already rolling out in beta at airports like LAX, BWI, and Las Vegas. The goal is clear. Cut wait times by nearly 30%. But there's a catch. The system only works that fast if you already know how to use it, and most people don't. You walk up to a kiosk, simple interface but unfamiliar. You hold your ID under a scanner, it confirms your identity, and instantly matches it to your boarding pass. You can use your phone or a printed copy, both are accepted, but here's a smart move. Carry both. If your screen glitches, if the light hits it wrong, if the scanner can't read it, you don't want to be the person fumbling while the line builds behind you. Yes, TSA staff are still there, watching, ready to help, but the entire purpose of this rollout is to remove that need. If you're looking around for help, you're already behind. This isn't just about speed, it's about independence. The passengers who get through quickest are the ones who've prepped like it's a skill, because it is now. If you haven't seen this system in action yet, you will soon. And when you do, you'll want to be the person who moves through with confidence, not confusion. Still not subscribed? Drop a comment and tell me why you prefer waiting in longer lines. I'll wait. Your phone just became your passport to the security line. You hold it up, Face ID confirms, the gate lights up. No fumbling for your wallet, no digging through your bag. That's digital ID, and it's already rolling out across TSA checkpoints nationwide. Apple Wallet, Google Wallet, both now support government-issued IDs. But there's a catch, and most travelers miss it. It only works if you've preloaded your ID before getting to the airport. And even then, only if you've got a compatible smartphone. That means relatively new device, Bluetooth turned on, and the latest wallet app installed. If any one of those things is off, the scanner won't read. No exceptions. Here's what most people forget. This isn't optional forever. May 7th, 2025, that's the real ID deadline. After that, a regular old driver's license won't cut it at most domestic checkpoints. You'll either need a real ID-compliant physical card or a fully verified digital one. And yes, even if your digital ID works flawlessly, you still need to carry a physical backup. Phones die, apps crash, you don't want your boarding pass ready while your ID disappears into a spinning wheel. Concerned about privacy? TSA has made it clear. No data is stored and nothing's shared with third parties. The scan confirms only what's needed for that moment. It's not tracked, saved, or sold. So preload your ID at home, not in line. Test it before you ever get to security. Because digital ID is optional today, but 18 months from now, it might be the only way through. Miss that window, and you'll be the one stuck watching the boarding door close. Subscribe now so you're not scrambling later. Don't say nobody warned you.
You walk up, no ticket, no ID, just your face. The screen scans, it flashes green, you're through. Facial recognition isn't coming, it's already here. Over 200 airports in the US are using it at biometric checkpoints, and if you've flown international recently, you've probably passed through one without realizing it. The process is simple. Your face gets scanned, instantly matched against a photo tied to your passport or government ID, and if it's a go, the gate opens. No talking, no fumbling, no delay. Accuracy? Over 97%. That's higher than most human agents on a long shift. And it's fast, designed to keep lines moving without sacrificing security. You step up, look at the screen, and it decides if you stay or go. No small talk, no sideways glances. Now here's the part that matters. It's optional. For now, you can still opt out and do the manual ID check. But as more airports adopt it, that choice might quietly disappear. What about privacy? Photos taken during the scan are automatically deleted within 24 hours. They're not sold, not shared, not archived in some hidden database, at least according to TSA's current policy. But if that still feels a little too much like sci-fi for you, you're not alone. Is it creepy? Sure, a little. Is it convenient? Without question. It's like TSA borrowed a page from Minority Report, only with fewer explosions and way more carry-ons. Used it already? Drop your experience in the comments. Did it feel smooth, weird, faster than expected? And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, you're gonna wanna stick around. The next checkpoint isn't even human. It looks like a mini submarine fused with a UFO, except instead of exploring oceans or space, it's scanning your carry-on in 3D. CT scanners are the next-gen tech designed to make airport security less painful. Unlike the traditional flat X-rays, these create a full layered image of your bag. That means you, in theory, don't have to pull out your laptop, your charger, your liquids. It all stays packed. No juggling, no tray stacked like a puzzle, no race against the bin behind you. But here's the catch. They're still rare. A few airports have them, often at just 1 or 2 lanes. You might get lucky, you might not. The golden rule? Always pack like you're still living under the 3-1-1 liquid rule, because odds are you are. Think of this as a soft transition, not a revolution. The hope is to eventually phase out the hassle, let you walk through without unpacking half your suitcase. But that future is still boarding slowly. Smart travelers watch the line ahead. If people are pulling out laptops and tossing toiletries into bins, don't be the one holding up the belt because you assume tech had your back. It probably doesn't. Not yet. One small hack, use clear pouches for your liquids. If your bag gets flagged, a clear setup speeds up secondary screening. It's not mandatory, but it's one less reason for TSA to slow you down. The machines are getting smarter, but until they're everywhere, the best tool you've got is still how you pack. There's one piece of gear that keeps showing up in TSA lines, not because it's trendy, but because it's ridiculously functional. The Nomad Lane Bento Bag. Think of it as the carry-on built for people who don't like chaos. It opens horizontally, like a clamshell, so everything is visible the moment you unzip. No digging, no mess, no mystery. It's got a trolley sleeve that slides right over your suitcase handle, which means one less strap cutting into your shoulder while you're juggling IDs, shoes, and whatever else TSA throws at you. More importantly, it's built for security lines in mind. Easy access front pockets for your electronics and liquids, the exact things that slow you down when you pack them too deep. And here's where it gets practical. If you use that front compartment strategically, clear pouches for liquids, cords coiled nicely, laptop laid flat, you reduce your chances of triggering a manual check. Less friction, less wasted time, and fewer glares from the impatient business traveler behind you. It's not about style points. It's about not fumbling when it counts. In a system built to test your patience, smart packing is leverage. So here's what's changed, fast and for good. Autonomous screening lines are cutting wait times by half. So screening pods are quietly replacing agents. Digital IDs are already syncing with your phone. Facial recognition is active in over 200 airports. And CT scanners are scanning bags like they're futuristic vending machines. No unpacking needed. Here's the truth. Air travel's not waiting for anyone. You can adapt or get left behind with the people still emptying shampoo into 3-ounce bottles and wondering why they missed their gate call. You've officially been warned.